the focus would go on what's the gift and what's the lesson. So we have trees that are ancient trees. We have people who enjoy walking in there, and we have cars that drive through and get some sort of inspiration as they go through. My own perspective is more like educational and creative and nature connected. And it was those questions that I was asking when I went down for the local community radio station all those years ago, the Rathfarnham community radio station. I went with a microphone in hand and met people who were actually living there, and found myself quite drawn to trees in a way that I hadn't had a chance to before, because I grew up in a housing estate with new trees. So, I mean, to back to what is the threat could be that the unseen is never seen by people who miss it. Now, I don't know who's buying the land, but I do hope that they share it, and I do hope that they value what it is, because we are an island with a great history of trees. And I am so happy that there's so many young people reconnecting with that sort of thing. They're reconnecting with handcrafts. They're reconnecting with their heart. They're reconnecting with music in a way that celebrates the nature's gifts. And of course, so many of us, if we don't get a chance to actually breathe and ground ourselves, like the gifts that nature gives is like really a very much a well-being gift. And just to mention again, breathing, it might be taken for granted, but that's what the trees do. One of the main things they do is they give us oxygen, and it's what they call a symbiotic relationship that we have. There's so much that we have to remember, rediscover, restore, rekindle, and that's happening amongst a whole new generation. And it's supported by so many people like yourselves and the locals in the area who I got to know all those years ago, and people who maybe don't listen to the logic, the reason, or the economic sort of benefit if this is being bought by a private company. You never know what they might do with it, maybe make more money from it, and so be it if that's the case. But really, it's the trees that are the most important thing. And of course, the heart connection that we all have with those trees in particular, because they've remained undisturbed for so long. It's a ancient alluvial forest.
So say if there was intervention from the National Parks and Wildlife Service in some way, with government, should they attempt to buy it?
Well, it's the most important thing is those trees and the interconnectedness there. So if they're responsible for that, well, sure, or maybe, consult the people. I hear like 5,000 signed with, a lot of people would agree that enough of one way of living, perhaps economically driven, and to consider the long term. It doesn't take too long for trees to grow, but the ones that are there, they're to be valued in a way. They're inspiration. So yes, if that's the job of the wildlife parks and wildlife, then sure. Yeah. And they're responsible and able to look after it, they've got the training and the funding.
Yeah, let's protect them. Thanks for highlighting this today, Kathleen, and no doubt we'll talk again. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Good morning to you. Thank you, Kathleen O'Hara Farren there, former Glen of the Downs vigil keeper. And there is 5,000 signatures supporting this 200 acres of ecologically significant land at Glen of the Downs, and be a shame if anything happened to that, wouldn't it? All right, we'll take a break and come back with more here on The Morning Show.